Namaskar. I'm honored to be here to speak at Aspire, Arya Aspire event 2026. Actually, it was very interesting to hear in the last 3 sessions I was here. And I was listening about the wealth market. And I just felt like, uh, let me share with you the story of the people who never had access to wealth, never had access to market. But they created their own wealth. They created market for themselves. So the story, it's a journey of 3 decades working with women in India. These women have no degree, no education, no travel, no electricity, but ordinary women who did extraordinary things in their lives. And they have been my teachers, my guide in my journey of life. So let me take you to 3 decades back. About starting with my story and also journey of mine with these women from whom they are my teachers and I've learned the lessons from them. I was born and brought up in Mumbai. And when I was growing, I was studying in the university, I came in contact with Gandhian organization and Gandhian leader Jayaprakash Narayan. And he actually was moving from universities to universities in all over India and was appealing young people that, young people should go and work in Bharat. देश के बहुत सारे लोग भारत में रहते हैं तो भारत में काम करना चाहिए. I was very much fascinated with this idea and I decided that I want to work in the villages. And that's how I ended up traveling across India in the countryside with Gandhian leader Jayaprakash Narayan, Chandrasekhar ji. And while traveling, I met my husband Vijay, who is a farmer, not highly educated, was working with farmers in the village in Maharashtra called Maswad. And while seeing his work, I felt madly in love with him, decided to marry him. My family was devastated. Number one, they thought I will not be able to survive leaving Mumbai and staying there in the village, which has no electricity, no water, no toilets. And number two, my husband is also not highly educated. But then I had decided that I want to work with the population in there. Then what was the reason for me to taking this decision? Was very different, which actually shaked me. So I'm going to play. The reason was that when I went in this village, it was first time when I went to see that the movement was going on for higher wages. And I saw that people are working, women are working to break stones in 40 degrees Celsius. And that whole scene was when I was listening to Wealth Market, it reminded me of that, what was happening 2.5 decades before here in the villages of India. So I would like to share with you this film. It was very moving for me. 45 degrees Celsius in this sun. Women were working with their children, holding them and breaking the stones. And I felt like, where do you see such scenes in your life? It is generally in Bollywood cinema where they show the life imprisonment and then you get this sakta mazuri, patthar todne ka kaam diya jata hai. And that made me like, I just want to work here. And that's the reason I shifted to that village in Maswad, Man Taluka, where this was. And that was how my life in village started. And the whole thing was these women were asking about the wages, increase in their wage laborers. They were street vendors. And they were asking about increase in their wages and the So these women actually were earning 3 rupees, 5 rupees, 7 rupees a day. They were street vendors, wage laborers. But you know what? They came to me and they said that yes, we want our wages will increase or not, but we want to do savings. And my obvious question to these women who were fruit vendors, street vendors, working on the field, breaking stones, that do you even have money to save? Because obviously you would save when you have little bit of surplus. But women like Kantabai, about whom I'm going to play the film, she was staying on the street with her children. And she said that, you know what, I want to save because I want to buy a tarpaulin sheet. And so she went to the different banks. But banks denied opening her account. You know why? Because banks said that she's not an affordable client. Let us see what Kantabai's life is.
कांताबाई अंबादास साळुंके मला 6 मुलं आणि 6 मुली आणि 5 मुलं वर कातराची अडकी ती कुदळी बागाच्या सकाळी लावलं ना 7 वाजता तर 10 वाजेपर्यंत 20-25 करतो.
कितने का बिकता है मार्केट?
10 रुपये, 15 रुपये, 12 रुपये.
एक महीने में कितने बना लिए?
उसका पेट को 100-200 रुपये 5-50 बिकते 5-50 रखते. महीने में बिकते. ऊपर के ऊपर बिकाने का पेट को खाने का.
मानदेशीनं तुमच्यासाठी काय केलं?
ते काहीच केलं तर कर्ज दिलं की ते 2 लेकाचे 2 लेकींचे लग्न केले. आम्हाला चांगलीच वाटते देते ते आम्हाला भेटतो. आम्ही बिचारीने अडवलं नाही आम्हाला कधी. गेलं ना गेलं की लेकरांच्या अक्षराला उभा राहिले बिचारीने आम्हाला दिलं कर्ज ते.
The music was Ye Desh Hai Mere, Swadesh Hai Mere. The reason is that neither health nor education, nothing had reached to Kantabai. But she knew that I want to do my financial planning. She knew that I want to do savings. So I felt that it's not the problem of people that they require awareness. Of course, everyone would require, but it's also the problem on the service provider side. And that's how we thought that if banks are not opening the account of Kantabai, why not we set up a bank? And that's what we decided that, and I came to Reserve Bank of India to find out that how can we set up the bank for women like Kantabai. When I went to Reserve Bank of India, fortunately there was a window open under Marathe Committee report that if you want a financial inclusion of women, then Women's Cooperative Bank can get a license. I was excited. We applied for the banking license. And so many women were also equally excited. And so we mobilized the capital and applied for the banking license, but we didn't get the license. License was denied. You know why? Because our women were non-literate. They couldn't read and write, and in our proposal, all the promoting members, majority of them, had a thumb impression where the signature was there. On that ground, RBI said that we cannot issue a license to the bank whose promoting members are non-literate. I was devastated. When I came back to Maswad, I was crying. But you know what women said? They said, why are you crying? We cannot read and write, and that's the reason Reserve Bank denied. From today, we will learn to read and write. And our literacy classes started. After 5 months, we went again. At that time, I didn't go alone. With me, 15 women accompanied to Reserve Bank of India. These are the women who came to Mumbai to Reserve Bank of India. And I didn't know what are they going to talk. But I knew that they had a confidence. So when we went into the director's office, Mr. Parmar was there in RBI. Our women said that you denied the license because we cannot read and write. But they said that schools were not there when we were growing. So how would we know to read and write? In our villages, there were no schools. And they said that we cannot read and write, but we can count. And they challenged the officers saying that, you know what, let's have a competition. Ask us to calculate the interest of any principal amount. And ask your officers to calculate the interest of any principal amount. Take the calculator from him and see who can calculate faster. Needless to say, we got the banking license. And when I came back from Reserve Bank of India, I just forgot because I thought we are not getting the license. After 5 months, I get a phone call from Reserve Bank of India and they say that you didn't even turn up to Reserve Bank of India inquiring about the license. I thought we are not getting the license, so I didn't come. They said this is the first bank to whom we have given a license, we are sending a license by post. So we got the banking license by Indian Postal Service. And I'm proud to share with you that Kantabai and actually have their own, she has her own house now in her name, one of our first women who wanted to save. But it was very interesting when I was working, how different women would come to the bank. Let me share the story of this woman, Nakusa Doltade. Many of the people who are from Maharashtra may know the meaning of Nakusa. How many of you know what Nakusa means? I would just like to know. Same thing I also didn't know. When Nakusa came to the bank, I was a bit surprised because I had never heard this name. You would hear Lakshmi, Parvati, Ganga, Jamna, but Nakusa. So she came to the bank and she said that I want loan. I am doing the work of digging the well and I want loan from the bank. I asked Nakusa that, number one, I just don't understand what is the name? And then digging the well, will you be able to repay the loan? And she said that, you know what? Yes, my name is Nakusa. And Nakusa means Nako Asleli, which means unwanted daughter. I was surprised. And she said, because I was a sixth daughter to my parents, so my name was given unwanted daughter. For some moments, I was choked. I just couldn't speak because I felt like you are hearing this name again and again, reminding you that you were never wanted on this earth. But Nakusa is so confident. She's saying that I want to take a loan. I'm doing a work of digging well. I will repay the loan and I want to buy a property. And I thought she won't be able to repay the loan. But at the same time, it was like, why don't you start your regular savings and all. But finally, we gave a loan to Nakusa. And of course, with very difficulty, she repaid the loan. But what I want to, when she repaid the loan and when she got the property in her name, some of our colleagues were telling that, why don't we change your name also? She said, no, I want to show to the world that you have given me the name Nakusa, but I have shown to the world that I can build my wealth. And she became an owner of the property. She was the first village woman who got the property in her name on 712 paper, and it was Nakusa Doltade, the owner of the property. So these are the women from whom I actually learned a very different type of banking. And it was very interesting that I would make a lot of mistakes. One I would share now with you. While at our cash counter, you can see that there is a box. And this box has a very attractive Mickey Mouse photo on that. So I thought our women are actually saving with the coins. So why don't we give these boxes to the women so that they can save their hard-earned money, and then box get full, they can convert into their saving account. After 1 month, one woman came with a broken box. And she said that she was really angry. And she said, whose stupid idea was this? I said, it was mine. And she said, you know what? Before your bank representative comes and transfer the account, my husband took away the box, broke that box, took away all the money. And now who is responsible for that? And at that time, I realized that if I don't know, don't understand them, don't listen to them, I have no right to deal with them. So it was the first time that we thought that any product at Mandeshi, when it is designed, it should be actually, we should hear from the people, does it work for them or not? And since then, we have a special steering committee for women like these, where we say, we ask them, will it work for them? And then the product is designed. So these are the women, I mean, they came with very different products. Now I'm talking, we had Mr. Raman here and we were having a fireside chat about PFRDA and everything. But he did talk about the pension scheme and SHG women being a part of it. Let me tell you how this National Pension Scheme and Atal Pension Yojana was designed. So in 2006, this woman, Parvati, she came to the bank, she did the fixed deposit at the bank, and she was using the interest of the amount and buying the medicine. And I could see that she's coming regularly. So I asked her that, you know, you are doing this so regularly with the FD. And I did realize that she's actually designed a pension product for her. So then we thought, why not set up a pension scheme for these women? Of course, Mandeshi Bank cannot do it. We went to UTI. At that time, UK Sinha was chairing it. So we said, why don't we have that? But at that time, SIPs were very high. Even like the minimum premium was 1,500 rupees. Our women could not pay monthly that amount. So then we said that why can't we do it? And they said that we don't have that type of a fund which will have a small SIPs. So then again our women went to SEBI. And then we had a discussion with UK Sinha. And then the fund was created where Mandeshi Seva and there was another organization from southern India. We came together and then this pension scheme was started. Based on that pension scheme, the National Pension Scheme was designed, and now it is a Atal Pension Yojana, where our women can actually save here. So this is the story of, you know, if you really want, it's very interesting that you can provide doorstep banking, digital banking, but if you really want to create wealth for the people, particularly the people who are excluded, you just have to they know how to do it. It is a question of going to their doorstep and understanding their cash flows, understanding their ideas, then definitely we'll be able to create the wealth. But it was very interesting that it was not only just access to finance. Our women were always feeling that, you know, we want our money to be controlled by us. And while doing this and digitization, we had a smart card, smart passbook. The reason why we had was also because they can have a control on their finances. It shouldn't happen कि डब्बा मेरा टूट गया, घर वालों ने पैसे निकाल लिया, so how do we do it? Now, of course, we have UPI and these cards. But what happens when these women get an access to digital banking? So when we were designing this digital banking, many women said that, you know, we can use our digital cards, we can use digital wallet, but PIN number only is not enough. We need something more. And we were like, no, PIN number is fine. We will do financial literacy for you. But you should have PIN number and you will be able to remember. But our women said, no, we should have something additional. So they said, what about biometric? I mean, they didn't use word biometric. They said, what about Angutha? And so we said, okay, why don't we adopt that? So we additionally did this biometric with the card. PIN number and biometric. And when they used that, and they could open their account with their thumb impression. We had a special thumb attached to the device, wireless device. And when they used that, you know what they said? मेरा पिन नंबर तो कोई भी चुरा ले जाएगा, लेकिन मेरा अंगूठा कोई नहीं काट सकता है ना. That was the time, one thing I learned from these women is never give poor solutions to poor people. They are smart. They will teach you. With this, now we have a mobile banking. And while doing this, when in the introduction, I was introduced that first called toll-free number, first business school for rural women. So women said, we can manage, we can save, we can take credit, but we want to understand finance, we want to understand our business, we want to manage our finance. So then we want to start the business. And it was not like, they were saying that we are staying in the village, there are no big industry, we don't get jobs. How many women will become tailor? So then we thought that we should do something. So we started a business school for rural women. And in this business school, we have various kinds of courses, not just tailoring, not just beauty, but courses of para-vet, courses of dairy, courses of how to run a chai stall, how to run a fast food stall. And I'm so proud to share with you that with business school and with bank, today we have impacted 1 million women entrepreneurs. But you know, life in the village is very different. Any small thing goes wrong, which you are not responsible, but your life can be devastated. So we had a very bad drought in our area. And one of the women, Kerabai, she came to the bank. And she said that she was mortgaging gold. I asked Kerabai that why are you mortgaging gold? Again, the name Kerabai. Kera means kachra. Unwanted daughter. But she actually was taking loan and mortgaging gold. She said, don't you realize that there is such a bad drought, there is no water, no fodder, and I can mortgage gold and buy fodder, but I cannot get water, even if I mortgage gold. So then we thought, why don't we do something? So foundation started cattle camp. And when Kerabai said to start the cattle camp, within 15 days we had 14,000 animals, 7,000 farmers coming at one place, and the fodder and water was provided by Mandeshi Foundation. Unfortunately, it didn't rain for 1 full year. Farmers were really, there was such a hopeless situation. In that situation, Kerabai was giving hopes to the farmers by singing. And she became a very popular. And Mandeshi has radio also. So when Kerabai at cattle camp became very popular, she came to our radio. And she said that, you know what, I'm so popular, I want to actually perform I want to feature a program at the radio. Again, our team said that, you know, Kerabai, you cannot read and write. How will you make your poems? She said, I don't require to write, I make my poems here and I'll perform. And she started her featured program at our radio. She became so famous that now if you will Google her, radio jockey Kerabai or RJ Kerabai, you will see her and you will see millions views on her page. And her name is Kera, which means Kachra. But today, she's been invited by various radios in Maharashtra, Nagpur, Mumbai. She has performed. Not only that, but Anand Bakshi, Bollywood cinema songwriter, his son has written a book on radio jockey. There is a chapter on Kerabai. And when he was interviewing Kerabai, he asked Kerabai, how did you learn to sing? You know what she said? She said, I was unwanted daughter. My parents wanted me to get married. I got married at the age of 13. I got pregnant at the age of 14. I used to feel hungry continuously. And to forget hunger, I started singing. And today, the Bollywood people are making film on Kerabai. So here I'm just saying that, you know, from bank to business school to radio, and now, and we have been talking about climate financing, so many things. And all the conferences, even in Mumbai last month, we had this climate conference. They are so full, people talk about it. But we just forget that there is a very big community who can actually champion, who can address the climate issues. So then women came forward and they said that our soil is degrading and we should do something. So we said, what can we do? And they were like, we should do something to improve the soil. So Mandeshi started the soil testing and water testing center. And how would you do that? Because you have to bring soil from various places. But you know what? People in villages, they know the solutions. And so our women farmers said that we will become soil sakhis. And we have 44 soil sakhis who move on two-wheelers, collect the soil, test the soil, and improve the harvesting, improve the crop. I'm just so proud to share with you that this has made farmers to dream about becoming a millionaire. And there are so many farmers who have become a millionaire. Next week, we are celebrating these farmers in Mumbai at Indian Merchant Chambers. They will come to Mumbai. They have been able to earn more than 1 million rupees by growing pomegranate. So when Mr. Raman was talking that we should do something for farmers in pension, I just felt that they are ready actually. It's a matter of us, service provider, to think about them. And with this whole digital era, we started e-marketing with partnership of ONDC. A lot of our women entrepreneurs actually have gone online. While I'm speaking here, but 2 of our women are actually in Delhi. They have been invited by Government of India, and they are speaking on 8th March and getting award from Open Network Digital Commerce, and I'm proud of them. I come to the last part of my presentation, and afterwards, if some of you are interested, I can address the question and answers also. But in this whole journey, even young girls actually were so aspired, and they were also seeing their future. So one of the young girl, Parvati, she came to the bank, and she said that, I have completed my 7th grade. I am going to go into high school, 8th standard. There's no school in the vicinity of 5 kilometers. And she said that, why don't you give me a job? And we were like, you are just 14 years old, what job is required? What job will you do? She said, kuch bhi kaam de do mujhe, lekin mujhe kaam chahiye. So we thought, maybe okay, why don't she get a job of writing a letters, and we gave that job. And she said, don't give me salary, mujhe koi pagar nahi chahiye. 2 महीने काम करूंगी, मुझे साइकिल दे दो. मुझे साइकिल पे हाई स्कूल में मैं जा पाऊंगी. Otherwise my parents will drop me out of the school. We thought it is such a simple solution. She should have been invited to United Nations for education for all. Our girls will be in school if they get this facility. I'm proud to share with you that Mandeshi has been able to provide 15,000 cycles to the girls to go to school. But you know what? These girls, they just didn't, of course they continued in the school, but while going on bicycle in the schools, they become a great athlete. And now, we have a very big academy, Mandeshi's Champions. When these girls were getting into sports, we thought, why not set up the academy? And we started Mandeshi's Champions program. And to inaugurate the academy, imagine who had come. In this nomadic area, Bharat Ratna Sachin Tendulkar. He inaugurated this academy. But the most important part is coming. From our academy, this girl Kajal, she is a daughter of shepherd community. Her parents are shepherd, rearing sheep and goat. She played in Iceland, got a silver medal, and now she is preparing for next Olympics. She's the captain of field hockey team. So many times you feel like, I was sharing all these stories, and it was said that in the introduction that I was invited to Davos to co-chair World Economic Forum. And every time when I go for such event, I want to talk to women because wisdom is lying there. Wisdom is not lying in Davos. That I know for sure. So I just went to our women and I said that I will be co-chairing Davos. So what should I go and talk there? You know what they said? They said that, I just told them that people there are going to talk about billions and trillions. So what should I talk there? I was the only person from the global south. You know what our women said? They said, let them talk about billions and trillions. But you go and tell them that you must be talking about billions and trillions of capital, but for us, our courage is the capital. And from that day, the lesson I learned, I become very emotional when I share these things. I must have done so many times, but still I always feel that, it's very interesting. When you meet these people, at one glance, you would feel that they have hardly to offer. Kerabai, Kantabai, Nakusa. Their names are also like unwanted daughters. But these unwanted daughters has the wisdom which we just don't know. They have never been to the school. We talk about AI, artificial intelligence and all that. But they have this ancient wisdom which is there, which can convert our courage into capital. Thank you so much.